Hi, Azam. I was really hoping you'd be here today. I want to know all about CloudBot. Can I invite you up here? We've been talking about CloudBot. Everyone's talking about CloudBot. And in the team, we've been talking about it. I know Pano is like, this weekend, I am going to take a look at it and figure out what is happening with that. Huh, I'm not live? Are you sure? That is interesting. My bad. Sorry, guys. Just checking YouTube. What? Oh, did I? I sent you the wrong link. Sorry, Sloth. My bad. Let me get you the right link. One second. We've got the live going on right now, and that is right here. All right, Sloth. Thank you so much for letting me know if the audio is working. Yeah, so Cloudbot has been the talk of the town, of the world, and in the team, we've been wanting to play with it. Of course, there's so many articles and news about the security breaches, and so everyone's a little play at your own risk kind of a vibe. So I think Pano wanted to look at it this weekend, Nat as well. I wanted to take a look. But Azam is already one step ahead. And yeah, I'm curious to hear
Hey,
about
hi, Maya.
I.
So yeah, actually, I started looking into it a couple of days back when it was called Claudebot, not Moltbot.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it changed. When did it change?
Anthropic said that it is very close to Claude, so the
Uh,
creator changed the name from Claude to Moltbot.
it's interesting.
It's all
Still using
copyrighted issues.
Polyglot, yeah.
Yeah, it is
Mm,
quite interesting. I started installing it on my laptop, but suddenly in the middle of installation, I realized, okay, there's something bad I'm going to do. So I just closed everything. I cloned a new virtual machine. I opened there. But I'm thinking do something like a Docker installation instead of virtual machine, and then I can work on that. I'm just thinking I have not done anything on Docker right now. But yeah, I am currently going through some of this. The creators gave couple of instruction to use it. So I'm just trying to go through it and let's see how it goes.
yeah, there's even somebody I saw something about someone releasing a master class on Claudebot. I mean, things are just hyping up um, with
Shane
AI
already
and
wrote an article on that for
yeah,
security.
yeah. I know. Shane, Brandon, everyone's talking about this. I just saw a comment from Nick about the Moltbot. Is it Moltbot now?
Yeah, it's Moltbot now.
I'm just going to say, put a message to Nick um, and ask him to come on in because this is the topic of the day. Everybody's talking about it. So let's see if he joins us. I'd love to see a demo, Azam.
Okay. I would love to show the demo, but it's 3:30 in the morning here. I'm almost in my bed.
Okay, you're such a tease. Like what a like a trailer. Like stay tuned for this weekend coming up. Azam's demo. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, I'm also excited about that. I really tried to use some APIs, but I think it's better for me to use local LLMs. So there's another tool called as Air LLM that is like a heavily quantized version of Olama. So I
Yeah,
can run a bigger model on the lower VRAM. So I'm
yeah,
trying that right now.
yeah. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I see Nick is typing. Maybe he's not in a position to join, but um, tell me more. Tell me more about the what is it called? AS Air LLM?
Yeah, it's called Air LLM. It is a tool that will run. First thing is I would like to use something called as distilled model. So
Okay.
instead of taking all the learning from directly the source, it takes learning of the higher model. Let's say a 13 billion distilled model is trained upon something around 120 billion model.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows a similar performance. So for that, I use the distilled model, and on that distilled model, I try to do something called as I try to run something called as on ARLLM.
Mm.
So ARLLM, just to give a parallel, it is more like instead of running directly on your compute, it creates a virtualization environment, and where it can quantize a lot of things, instead of running entire model at a time,
Mm-hmm.
it loads frequent weights in the VRAM and non-frequent weights on the RAM. So
Mm.
eventually it runs a larger model in very small memory, even though it's a bit slower, but it is quite consistent in the speed.
Very cool. You've been playing around with different models?
Yeah, I started with a smaller 7 billion model, and I did one Llama 3.1, that's 13 billion model. And now I'm trying to run 70 billion model, but it seems like it is not giving much performance. But I am quite amazed to see that it is running almost cleanly on 4 gigs of VRAM. So it is something very good, I feel like. That is more like if I give you technicality of it, it is more like it runs one layer at a time, and
Okay.
one layer computation is done, then immediately unloads it, and then streams next layer from the RAM to the VRAM, and
Mm.
it does that continuously in a loop. So eventually, it is more like disk, RAM, GPU, compute, unload, and then do it with the next layer.
Mm. And what machines do you use to run this?
I use my
What's
local laptop.
what's the
So
specifications?
I have i7 13 Gen with 4090
Okay.
4090 12 gigs, and I am upgrading my RAM from, I think it's currently 16 gigs, so I am trying to go for 64. But now currently RAM prices is not something I can afford right now. Uh, it's going high, I would say. And for SSD, I am doing a 512 SSD, but now I have I built my own NFS, so that is very handy.
Really?
Yeah, now I am thinking to build a server as well so that I can run at least one model regularly and I can tap into it through my Wi-Fi.
Wow,
In
really?
India, second-hand market is very big.
I
I
can
can
get
see
that.
a lot of companies offloading their servers, so I can go and buy one server at least.
Yeah. And Azam, you would have worked with Raspberry Pis too, right?
Actually, I did work, but not for long. I did with Arduino ESP32. I did with, I think at that time, Raspberry Pi 2 was in trend, 2 and 3. I
Mm.
worked with that. And I did work with this, I forgot the name, NVIDIA's
Mm.
box. I forgot, Jetson Nano, sorry.
Mm.
I worked with Jetson Nano. And there was one Intel as well, NCU or something. It's called. I worked with that.
Mm.
I
It's so
used to
common.
do
Yeah, you used
I
to.
used to do robotics in. in Jetson Nano.
What did you do? What was your role?
Earlier, like you saw that Boston Dynamic type of dog. We
Mm-hmm.
try to build that as our final year project.
Oh, wow. As your final year project, that's intense. Was it the more of the mechatronics piece of it or the computer systems software part of it?
We we started no, we started with all the mechatronics part, but we failed miserably. So we bought everything. We tried to build it. Eventually, it didn't work out because we were only the team of three.
Yeah.
And moving forward, we switched it from robotics entirely to the simulations.
Mm, to manage cost?
Eventually, yes. And we didn't have time. We only had, I think, 10 weeks to build everything. And at the time, college was also going on.
That's an intense project for a final year project. That's intense.
Yeah, we got an invitation from Department of Science and Technology, and there we saw a lot of projects. So robotics was something that we all were interested in. So we took chance, but eventually we didn't expect this to be a very complex thing. So we underestimated that complexity and we overestimated our skills. So that's something that went haywire at the time.
Mm. It's wild, right? Like we've been talking about robotics and the physical, like cyber physical systems for a while now. And now AI and software is catching up and almost like more advanced now. And when you put these two together, we haven't done it yet, but when these two suddenly becomes very accessible, the world is going to change for sure.
Yeah, definitely. It is like I think a couple of places we are using digital twin, and when replicating it on the ground, this AI plus robots are doing very good. You have an idea of digital twins?
No, can you tell me more?
Okay, so digital twin is something like whatever you are building actually like product actually, you will create a exact copy in softwares. So whatever thing you are going to implement actually, you will implement first on the digital twin, and whatever results come out in digital twin, the similar, I would say, outcome you can expect in the actual product. So it is more like a testing environment that has that's something someone called it as 99.99% of replicability. So you can replicate the result from digital twin to here in that your workshop. Amazon is currently using it in India for its warehouse management. And for us, we are using it for 5G testing and simulations.
Ah, okay. Very cool. So interesting, Azam. It's so cool that you are across all the different pieces of like both software and hardware and always up to date.
I think 6 hour every week, especially to go through technology on my work.
Tell me more. What does that look like?
So I would say Friday is something like very chill. So we
Okay.
go
Work?
early, we go through a couple of sorry.
At work, Friday is pretty chill.
Yeah, at work it is very chill. Do not have a lot of work, and generally we follow something like no meeting Fridays. So there will be no meetings on Fridays.
Ooh, okay, okay,
Not
okay.
across organization, but at least for our team, we try to do that. No meetings on Friday. and we all will come together and we'll try to discuss whatever we did in the week, not
Mm-hmm.
from the work perspective, from personal project or at least what tech news we follow.
Mm-hmm.
And then we try to show if we did some demo or not. Since we don't have any external laptops allowed, so we try
Mm-hmm.
to go out around 4 p.m. in a coffee
Oh,
shop, and we try to go ahead with a lot of this technological and technology stuff. And we go through a lot of things. We go through poetry, literature, and everything else, and technology being the main part of it.
oh, interesting. That is actually cool. So as a team, you guys on a Friday 4 p.m. go to a coffee shop and talk about things other tech and other, like poetry and literature. Is my
Yeah, yeah.
understanding right?
Yeah, correct, correct. I am very big in poetry. I like poetry a lot. I have hundreds of books in my library just for poetry.
Wow. Oh my God, I have so many questions right now. As a team, you guys do that. I'm still processing that.
Yeah, yeah. We have couple of people. They are very big in literature. They attend every literary shows and everything else. There are a few people who are very keen in movies. So
Hmm.
they go for Comic Con and everything. So it's quite a diverse group of people.
How big is your team?
We are 7 people.
7 people. Nice. That is so cool. I love that there's intentionality in your team and the culture. I think that's something that resonates greatly with me and how we do things at NextWork. So I have a lot of admiration for that. And to hear that that's happening in India is also like wow, super cool, unheard of to me, but very cool. Thanks for sharing that. And yeah, a man who enjoys tech and poetry. Isn't that so cool?
Uh, Actually, I like poetry a lot. My half of my whiteboard is written in poetry. I translated it in a couple of languages and try to learn it.
Half of your what is written in poetry?
My whiteboard.
Whiteboard. Wow. Which language?
I did like my first language is Urdu, so I do it in Urdu,
Wow.
and I can understand in Hindi as well, and I can understand a good part of Arabic as well.
Impressive. That's three languages that's not English. So have you started playing around in English poetry too?
Not much actually.
Okay.
At some time, I started with some of the sonnets, but it didn't resonated with me.
Wow. Azam, you're on the spotlight today. I love it. I don't know why we haven't done this before. We want a demo from you about Roy has a request for digital twin demo from Azam. We want a Claude code or Claude bot slash Moltbot demo from Azam. We want a poetry recital from Azam. And we needed, I think Sean said that we wanted a tutorial on GitHub and Git actions from Azam. And then maybe even C++, Python, God knows what. What else? What else do you have under your belt, Azam? What are you hiding from us?
Nothing much. I think much.
Oh,
That's it, I
robotics.
would say.
Robotics. We need we need a demo. If you do you have a video of your final year project?
I think I might have that. Let me check because since I recently built NFS, but earlier I didn't have much storage, so I have to recycle everything. So I used to delete a lot of things earlier, but I would have to check. I think I would have that video.
Yeah.
And for digital twin, I think it would be very difficult for me to get digital twin because it is very expensive system to build. But let me see if any sorry, open source digital twin is there. I'll try to replicate and build it for you, Roy. I'll showcase it to you.
That's cool. When can we get it on the calendar?
Let me see if any open source is present or not. If open source is there, I will definitely showcase to you.
Nice. We'd love a session by you. I can see like a series, like a Azam series, and we do like a learner
Hopefully. So
limelight, a project demo, a build lab. I think Azam should just like take it away.
I do a lot of things, but eventually I procrastinate a lot. So a lot of things I will not be able to do.
Hmm. Let's
I
talk
try to
more.
do I try to do, Sean, but I do not have much expertise in C++ as per se right now. I'm still learning,
Yeah,
but definitely we can build together or we can learn together anywhere, any place, any language you like.
yeah. Azam, I see a message in the chat, and I just want to shout out and say hi. Hi, Betty. I think we've met before, and we're seeing after a while. I'd love for you to join us on stage so that you can unmute, introduce yourself, tell us a bit about what you're looking for. Hi, Betty. Can you hear me? I think you might be able to hear me. Oh, some probably some technical um, setting up to do. It always happens when you join. No, 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 never. I'm pretty sure I didn't scare Betty. Discord might have scared Betty, but not me. No. Mm-mm. um, Betty's probably going through some technical difficulties with audio setup. Uh, Betty, I see that you can type. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with the technical difficulties, if you're using browser or the Discord app, or if you're working through it, or if you're not in a position to unmute, just let me know and then we'll address that question accordingly. Betty has a question. Is anyone learning applications support, analyst, or anything related? Roy, Slot, Sean, Azam, I don't think are necessarily an application support analyst, but maybe you could tell us more about what you're looking for, any content that you're looking for, any resources you're looking for. If you tell us more, I'm sure one of us will be able to help you. Ooh, Azam, what is 30 days of code?
Something like we can pick a language and we'll try to cover it almost everything in 30 days.
Hmm.
It's more like 21 days of build lab, so similar 30 days of code from basics till oops and system design, something like that. So try to cover as much as possible in 30 days.
That is epic. I would love to join that. When are we starting?
I'm doing it regularly, so I think it's somewhere around 54th day today, 54 days straight for me. So
54th day?
yes. So
How many days is your plan?
earlier I completed Bash scripting. After that, I did like some basics of Python, and now I started. I think 7 or 8 day has been for C++. So my way is to study 5 days with a minimal amount of problem solving. On
Hmm.
sixth and seventh day, that's Saturday and Sunday, that I will solve at least 20 problem each days, whatever I studied for 5 days, and then we'll start a week from Monday to Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday would be practice time.
Wow. So when you say 30 days of code and now you're like on 54th day, is it like 60 days of code and how many hours per day?
So I would really like to be consistent. So I think it's better for me to do something like 30 minutes, 5 minutes break, 30 minutes,
Oh,
5 minutes
I like
break. So
that. Okay.
I will do two rounds each day. And on Saturday and Sunday, it would be something around 45 minutes and 10 minutes break. So I will do that three sessions of that.
That's so cool. I think that's a great initiative, Azam. It's so cool that you are self-driven and motivated to hold yourself accountable and do that just because you want to make sure that you are on top of your fundamentals and your foundations. And if you'd be willing to share that with the community, I think you would have a massive following.
Generally, I am thinking to shift from evening to morning. So something
Mm-hmm.
like 6:30 to 7:30 or 8 in the morning. That
Mm-hmm.
would be, I think, I'm not sure what it translates to in New Zealand time, but
6:30
it would be somewhere around
IST would be 2 p.m. my time,
2
which is
p.m.
a
or
great
something. Yeah.
time for the US as well. Let's see, to EST would be 8 p.m. To CST would be 7 p.m. It's beautiful. That would it's a very attractive time. I think a lot you might actually
Yeah,
get a
that's
lot of
what
people.
yeah, I
Let's
think
say
a big
it's
time of my a lot of time for me goes in reading, so I try to make notes of it. I think I shared my notes with Sean on C++, but I'm not sure it's updated or not. But I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still going on.
yeah.
I did till arrays, and now I am solving the sorting and the searching of array.
And when you look at arrays, do you look at just the data structure of arrays, or do you look at it from a perspective of a language? Like, is it pseudocode based
For
or is it
now,
just
yeah, definitely. The first would be to have at least intuition of how we are going to solve it. So at that time, I try to do pseudocode and flowchart.
mm,
And finally, since I'm doing it in C++, I try to translate into the C++ syntax. But
mm,
eventually, when it comes to like entire section, I try to do it I try to do at least in two ways. Either first is the brute force, and
mm-hmm,
second I was trying to do is how can I optimize my current solution
mm-hmm.
without checking the optimal solution.
Say that again. You want to optimize
Uh,
so first is to take the brute force approach, and then you do a second um, uh, brainstorm around what's a more efficient, optimized.
yes, yes. I try to optimize whatever I understood. I try to optimize that, and then I try a couple of times on that, and then eventually, if nothing goes on, then I try to take hints, and then eventually comes to see if I can reach to that optimal solution. If not, I will check the solution. I will mark it up. I'll try to write it down. And
Mm,
then let's say I did it week one. So in week two, I'll go back to the problem and try to solve it the most optimized way.
mm. And this is like you mentioned arrays, but now we're talking about
Mhm,
algorithms. So maybe like sorting
mhm.
algorithms and things like that.
Yeah, sorry.
Mm. I remember when I was a computer science student, there was like, and YouTube was not that. It was, you know, what YouTube came out in what 2000.
Six or so, I think. Six or seven.
Six. Yeah. So when I was in university, it was still pretty new, and um, we had that there used to be this Russian dance group that would explain sorting algorithms, and it was a YouTube video. And even like our professors would bring that YouTube video as a reference of like, oh, this is how sorting algorithms work. I don't know if I haven't checked recently, but I don't know if that's still a thing. And there used to be this really cool website for sorting algorithms too, because it would really break it down visually. I wonder if you've tapped into those resources, because I remember you asking me for a resource on data structures, and I sent you what I was most familiar with. But there's more on like algorithms.
Oh yeah, there is a website called Visual Go. So
Yes, Visual Go,
that's
that's the one. That's been around for so long, you know?
that's actually very nice. You can realize everything, and you can imagine how difficult it would be to build something like that.
Yeah,
Writing algorithms so that we can visualize algorithms.
yeah. Azam, I'm just gonna come back to you in a bit. I want to check in and make sure Betty has everything she needs, um, because we always focus on support. And Betty is wanting to learn application support, like keeping software application working properly by fixing issues and supporting users. So I am not sure, is Betty, are you trying to get a role in um, application support engineer, or are you already an application support engineer wanting resources to keep up? And then we can address that. Okay, so I want to get a role. What would you say is your current level or comfort in tech? Very new, or you're somewhat familiar, some you've got some coding experience, you understand certain things, or like complete beginner. All right. Okay. Um, Roy, Shane, Azam, how would you suggest um, a pathway for a beginner to get a application support role? How do you start? Where do you start? Any suggestions? If I have to suggest NextWork projects, I would start with the networking series. I think it's a great project just to understand how networking works on cloud. And you might find that as a good starting point to even understand how networks work. We also have database projects. It's very fundamental. They're all on cloud. And the good thing about those projects is that you actually build it. It's not like you just read materials. You actually set things up, and then you build it, and you're building it on cloud. And so then you really understand how to work these things, how to create it, how to manage it. It's a good starting point. And let me send you the roadmap for it. It's it's a cloud engineer roadmap that I'm sending you, but I do recommend it as a great starting point. I would even just start with the networking series, the phase two. Um, but actually, if you're completely new, maybe you might want to start with phase one. Understand what it is to host a website. Um, so we actually provide you with a HTML file that you can then um, upload onto cloud, so AWS, and use a S3 bucket. So you learn what is a S3 bucket, And Betty, let me show you what all you can do with a NextWork project. Let's check this out. So I'm pulling up the roadmap right here. Okay. Oh, great long message from Shane. Thank you. Thank you for helping out. Let me also just share my screen, and I'm setting things up. 1 second. This is our screen here. Can you see my screen? Oh, Betty says, I tried learning cloud some time ago, but I got stuck and uninterested. Tell me more. Um, where did you get stuck, and why was it uninteresting? Okay. So let me show you a little bit about, maybe this is the project you started with, Betty, and we can walk through. You've got a great community here. Every time you're stuck, anytime you're stuck, we will help you. So, okay, so this is host a website. It's a very fundamental project. It's it's a starting point of understanding how to um, not create a website, but how to host a website. If you have a website, you have a website file, you're putting it in an S3 bucket in the cloud so that anybody in the world can access it. And the cool thing about NextWork projects is that it has a built-in ask feature. So you can just ask it anything, like why should I do this project? Who is this? Who is this for? I am interested in a um, application support role. Would this benefit me? Would this benefit me? How is it relevant? I'm just bombarding it with questions. Let's see how it does. So this is the project that was in the roadmap. It was the first project. I'm not really sure. Do I really need to know cloud? This project is designed for anyone who wants to learn the fundamentals. So it is a beginning. It is like, it's good for beginners in cloud computing, web developers, IT professionals. So you learn cloud storage, domain management, content delivery, and then let me see. Is it relevant for a application support uh, role? Let's see. Yes, absolutely, it's relevant because you'll understand how web applications are served from cloud storage, which is a common hosting pattern. So I think the great thing about these projects is that there's a ask right there. It's like your own buddy, your own tutor, your own instructor. You can ask all the questions. There's no limit. And if you find that that is absolutely not useful, you can come into the community. But I would really like ask all your questions in here and work through these projects and see if that helps build some kind of understanding of the fundamentals, and then we can go from there. Let me see, what does Shane say? Shane says, a good roadmap into application support usually starts with building a strong foundation with in how software works and how users interact with it. Focus on learning basic operating systems, networking fundamentals, how applications are deployed and updated. From there, move into understanding logs, monitoring tools, um, practice troubleshooting common issues. Yeah, great suggestions. It's very detailed. And then over time, this path will naturally open doors into QA, DevOps, systems administration, or software engineering. Yeah, very cool. I think, yeah, absolutely. Definitely check out the networking series. I think it's very fundamental. It's pretty, um, it's not too difficult. We really break it down for you. It gets more difficult as you go through, but it's because the content is more intense. It's totally fine. Just be patient with it. Take your time with the projects. While doing the projects, if you don't understand something, use the ask feature. If you run into errors, it's a good thing because it means that you're trying to investigate and really understand why things work and why it doesn't work. So have a play with it, Betty, and keep us posted. Tell us all about what you're doing. Every time you complete a project, share it with us, and it's a great place to just start somewhere. Just start. And I think there's a saying: in order to make things effortless, you need to first put effort. And when you put in that effort, you struggle, even doing things you don't like and you don't enjoy. You do the hard things, you keep doing, you build that discipline, that consistency, to the point where you start to really enjoy the process. So it you mentioned that you started learning cloud but got stuck and uninterested. Don't give up, just keep going. Try to really understand it, especially if this is a role that you want. If you want to be an application support engineer and you really want to understand what that means, you got to start somewhere and break things and learn why things are broken and try to fix it. So building is the one of the best ways of learning. I hope that's helpful. Keep us posted. Every time you're stuck, if you need anything, tell us. We are we are a wonderful community. You will love it here. And put a question over there, whatever you need. All Yeah, you'll get an answer within 24 hours at the most. But yeah, most likely quicker. Thanks for coming in and asking the question, Betty. Really appreciate it. Yeah, and thank you so much, Roy, Shane, Azam, for chiming in and giving suggestions on how to get started with that. Yeah, I see we've got Paul Willis. Hello, great to see you here. And there is a comment from YouTube. Is there any new projects coming up soon? I don't know what to tell you. We've been doing 21 projects in 21 days. I think that's quite new. And we'd love to see folks doing these projects. Today is the last day of the 21 days. Isn't that wild? Oh my goodness. What are we going to do after this? No more projects, please? What? Roy? You, of all people, are saying that? I don't understand. I need a break. That's hilarious. All right, all right. Just for you, Roy, we're gonna take a break. I love that. Yeah, Roy has completed all the NextWork projects to date. And he's even set up this awesome GitHub. Look at that. Look at that. This is all the NextWork projects right here in a Git portfolio. Yeah, I want a demo from Roy. I want a demo from Roy on how this is. I want a demo from Roy. I want a demo from Azam. I feel like the demand is for the learners now. No more projects, more demos from you guys. Yeah, exactly. Azam says, how'd you do that? Yeah, we need to put this in the calendar, guys. Azam is going to give us a demo of his Moltbot and his what is it? Twin systems? What was it called again? Twin
Digital
twin
twins?
digital twins. Okay, let me add this to my My
If I can
goodness.
find it, I can't confirm on that.
Mm, very cool. Thanks for bringing this to my attention. I need to look this up. Mm, super cool. Super cool. I love it when there are folks who are into IoT, into cyber physical systems, and really marry the software and hardware pieces of things. So really cool. McSolkins, good to see you here. Oh my goodness. AI did it for you while sleeping. Who told AI to do it, Roy? Who told AI to do it? Hmm. 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 All right. McSolkins, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yay, audio's working. Woohoo.
Yeah,
How are you today?
I'm good. I guess I'm joining late.
Ah, no worries. You're never late for
Really? All
these
right.
events.
It's good to be here again.
Remind me where you're joining from?
Yeah, Canada.
Canada. Uh,
Yep.
where in Canada?
Ontario.
Ontario. Okay.
Mhm.
Ontario. Let me look this up, okay? Ontario. I want to get it right in my map. Ontario, Canada. Where are we? Are we on the east? Yeah, okay. Let me take the whole map. Hmm. Ah. Where in Ontario are you? It's a big state.
Yeah, Sudbury.
Where?
Towards the north. Sudbury.
Towards the north. What is it called?
Sudbury.
I'm looking for you.
Sudbury.
Can you tell me how it's spelled?
Okay, SUDBREY.
SUB, SUD. Wait.
Sorry. No. SUDBREY.
SUDDRUY. Sudbury. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me zoom out. Oh, oh, close to Michigan. Oh, close to Michigan, close to Toronto.
Yeah,
Wow, it seems like a beautiful place.
thank you.
Very cool. Yeah, very cool. How long have you been in Sudbury?
Well, I'll say like 2 years now
Okay. And where were you before that?
from Nigeria,
Oh, where in Nigeria?
Lagos.
Lagos, right. Very cool. And how do you like it in Canada?
Well, not too bad. Taking each day at a time.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It must be pretty cold there, huh?
Yeah, very cold. And you, where are you taking us from?
Sorry? Where am I joining
Where are
from?
you? Yeah, where are you joining from here?
Oh, I am joining from Wellington, New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand. Wow.
Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, this is where I am, and that's what you are. You know what? I want to see where everyone is. Hold on, let me see. How do I add? Can I add a stop? I guess not on Google Maps.
New Zealand, close to Australia.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. But you know what? We're moving to Austin next month.
Austin, US.
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah. So
Awesome.
we'll be closer to you.
Yeah. Well, we'll be neighbors soon.
Exactly. Canada and US, not bad.
Too bad. Are you moving the whole company there, or why the decision of moving right now?
Can you ask me the question again?
So why that decision to move, eh?
Oh, why are we moving to the US?
Yeah.
I think this is the country for growth.
Mhm.
NextWork is a startup. We have, in some ways, outgrown New Zealand. More talent can be found in US. So if you're hiring and finding a better team, a bigger team, you
Okay.
need more talent. We want to be in a country that has a lot of cutting edge skills,
Yeah.
resources,
And opportunities, right?
opportunities.
Yeah.
Nah, no, no. Sorry, I'm responding to um, Roy, and I did not. No, we have the best team ever. We have the best team ever. Every day, I'm just like, wow, what a team. What a team. Our team is just fantastic. We are a team of eight. We're a pretty small team, and we've got like almost 200,000 learners. And yeah, I think we are just an amazing team. I always feel very grateful and very privileged to be a part of this team. Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw Amber's post, um, but yeah, she was highlighting the team a couple of days ago. So, anyways, I digress. But yeah, we're moving to US, trying to get bigger as a company. So US is the place for that. Yeah. NextWork family, super amazing. Exactly. Let's see what else. So today I wanted to ask you, um, McSoul Kings, what do you do?
Okay. I've been into. I'm a system administrator back home before moving to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought to continue in that line, but I also find it interesting that things are changing, and I need to upskill then um, get more knowledgeable in the cloud,
Mm,
so I can fit in most of the job opportunities I see around IT here.
mm-hmm.
So early last year I took that leap, and I can say I've been doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
Because back home too, I was working on AWS, but basically on EC2 provisioning and web development, just deploying web and application on it, and
Mm-hmm.
then some little bit of security using IAM and some databases. But now I see that DevOps as a field that I need to dig deep and go in depth on it. So last year I took that a leap, and I can say I'm doing pretty well up to this point. Like
Yeah.
I've been able to get familiar with a lot of the tools for
Mm-hmm.
DevOps, and that's basically where I am right now. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you found the NextWork projects useful for you?
Yeah. 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 That was what I was trying to to comment on yesterday. Your the community is doing a lot of good work in that regard. I've been able to complete some project, but not all.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going to do all of the projects, at least those ones that aligns with my goals. You get.
Mm-hmm.
And my question yesterday was that I need more of a personalized what's it called now? Personalized
Roadmap?
guide roadmap, so I can become handful in this area. And also I saw the RAG API uh project very interesting. And I was looking, yeah, I was looking forward to more, because I know that's just um the knowledge based bats is just uh, a tip of an iceberg. I was looking for more projects in that line, because I think last month, that's December, I was able to complete. I didn't do the exam yet, but I was able to go through the documentation for AWS Cloud Practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
So I particularly enjoyed the RAG implementation, where you have to tell the AI, use my internal domain knowledge to to res- in your response to prompts that you get for for my company, or from users in my company, you get. So when I saw that project, I was very excited, and immediately I just had to lay my hands on it. It was quite interesting to find out in one of your projects. So I was looking at having having another use case whereby you would have more um, data to use, and then the challenges that you might likely get, because I think that companies these days would want to use RAG more of their processes, and I'm looking to be one of those guys that would implement and help them out in that regard. So I know I still have a lot to do in that regard too. But then, hands-on is better than you just reading and watching YouTube videos. And I can tell that that project actually boosts my confidence in that RAG implementation. So I just want to know if we can get more of those projects, right?
Mm-hmm.
More, maybe using a different framework. I think we use Python
Mm-hmm.
during Python and Fast API.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking if we can get something else to, you know, different companies with their different frameworks that they use, and how we can navigate when we find ourselves in a company who probably would not use the stack that we are used to, and how do we tend to, those are some of the questions I want to ask. And I also have this other question as regards the failover, deploying app using app runner.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the trade-off? Because I have this concept with me before now, when you're dealing with multi-region. So I know you can use Route 53 as your failover, but
Mm-hmm.
in the project that we did, we only we used cloud front for the routing and failover.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, was there a trade-off? Like what prompted the decision for cloud formation? Why not use Route 53? Because I know Route 53 has to do with propagation and delay in propagation and all of that. But then, which is more stable? when we look at it in light of well architected framework, are you looking at cost for choosing those services used on your project? Was it security looking at? Was it so a lot of questions when I was doing that project,
Mm.
and I like I was digging deep, like, okay, why use this? Why not try this out? Why do this? Why not do this? I was all by myself thinking in that light. So I was hoping I'll find answers, and luckily for me today, my mic is working, and I have the floor. So I don't know if I can have a response to that.
I honestly, full transparency, I think that's a great question. I don't know if I um, particularly have an answer for you. I think it's a great question. So I'll open it up to anyone in the audience. Azam, Roy, I feel like Shane would be a great person to ask this question as well. So if you have a answer, please let me know. But I'm also using Ask. So we have a built-in Ask feature in the in each of our project. Have you checked this out, Ms. Wilkins?
No, not yet.
Ah, so every project has. Oh, let me. How do I hide this?
I saw Axe, like an AI that helps you explain some of the concepts while you're doing the project,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, but I didn't ask all of these questions from I didn't prompt Axe for all of these questions. So
yeah. So let me see if Ask has a good question answer. The main benefit of using CloudFront over Route 53 for failover, especially for critical applications, is the speed and mechanism of failover. CloudFront origin groups can detect failures and route traffic to healthy servers in seconds. This failover happens at edge locations globally without requiring DNS changes or manual intervention. In contrast, traditional DNS based failover, which Route 53 provides, can take minutes for DNS records to propagate across the internet, leading to longer downtime. Does that answer your question?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I was just thinking maybe there are other reasons why we chose that for the project.
Mm, mm,
I know the propagation can be an issue for can be one of the disadvantage of Route 53 because
mm.
of the delay. Yeah, but I was thinking maybe there are other reasons. That's why
Yeah, great question.
was yeah.
Great question, and keep using this ask feature, you know? It's pretty powerful. Hi, Roy.
So what about the AI RAG system?
Oh,
Are you looking at more projects?
are we looking at more RAG projects?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
maybe
If
probably
that's
using.
what you want, tell us. So come on in here. And in project requests, we had a request for RAG projects. And because of that, we released this one. I cannot find the request here right now. But it was a requested project, which is why that came up. But if you want to see it, for example, if you want to see the use of Bedrock or other RAG systems, just put a post. More RAG projects. More RAG projects, please. Um, This is a request from McSolkins on the Connect with Community session. Um, he loves the current RAG projects, the AI DevOps series, and would like more RAG. He would like to see more RAG projects. Okay, hold on. And now let me just clean it up. McSolkins, and would like more. He loves the current RAG projects, which is the AI DevOps series, and would like more RAG projects. Yeah, so keep telling us what you want to see. put it in here. We're always keeping an eye on this. And the more likes we see, the more likely you're going to get a project on that. So stay tuned. Roy, did you want to add something?
I think I forgot the question. It was on the tip of my mind, but it kind of faded when I got distracted. I think you answered the question. I think something in regards to Route 53.
Yeah. Why CloudFront over Route 53? That was
With
the question.
CloudFront's more global, right? Versus Route 53, you can do different configurations with weighted or location-based. So I think for the project, I think CloudFront was the best choice, but as well as it's a great feature to know for uh, failovers.
Mm, yeah. Cool. Great question. And thanks for the answer, Roy. Shane says, I am back. What did I miss? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You miss a minute and you've missed like a lifetime at NextWork. Yeah, this has been a great session, great conversations. Thank you all for joining. We are on the 21st day of 21 and 21, and this is massive. This is the last project of the last series, which is the CI/CD GitHub workflow, where you learn to build a CI/CD pipeline using AI with the, yeah, using AI. So you build code reviewers, AI generated a test creator with a test generation bot. Um, and in the last project, we'll be looking through stale code and how do you get the use of AI to help with identifying stale code. So stay tuned. We haven't released it yet. Stay tuned. We have a build lab today with me, yours truly, and I will be running the last project of the 21 and 21. So join if you have, if you're awake and you are free. And yeah, and it would be great if you can complete the remaining three projects, the first three projects before joining the session. I haven't completed it yet, so I'm trying to get that done before the session. We'll see if that actually happens. But it's the first one is pretty light and fluffy and enjoyable, and then second one is not too bad, and then it gets intense. So pace yourself, and I think it's still doable. So I hope to see you all there. On that note, today is the 21st day of 21 and 21. It's been amazing, amazing, amazing time with all of you guys. It's we've released 21 projects. We had 21 community build labs where we build these projects and we do these projects with the community. NextWork team has been doing it with the community. Community members have been leading sessions. It has been an epic 21 days. Yeah, and McSolkin says, what happens next? What do we do? Well, we take a step and reflect on everything that we've learned. Maybe we're doing the 21 projects again. Maybe everyone hasn't completed the 21 projects, so we work through it in our pace. If we've already completed the 21 projects, we encourage others to do it. And if they're running into errors, we help them um, with the projects because some of them are pretty spicy. If you want to see what the 21 projects in 21 days were, you can check out this tile. It's 21 projects in 21 days. As you can see, there's 20 projects. The last one comes out today. So stay tuned. And we've been doing these amazing Connect with Community sessions at this time. I'm not entirely sure if we will continue this in Feb, but I feel like it's been quite enjoyable. We've been seeing a lot of folks joining in, and we love seeing you. Maybe we might change the time to around 5:30 New Zealand time, and maybe we can experiment and see if we can get more time zone reach. So let me see. 5 p.m. Or 5:30 NZ to EST would be 5:30 p.m. would be 11:30 p.m. CST would be 10:30. So PST would be 8:30. It's not too bad. US might still be able to join. And then, Azam might be able to join from India. So we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll play around with the time and see if we can continue our connect with community. It's been wonderful seeing you 21 days. Yeah, it's just been wonderful. It's been absolutely wonderful. I think we have such a wonderful community, people who show up every day to support one another, to answer questions, to ask questions, to do projects, and just to keep learning and growing together. Really epic. Nick Wilkin asks, where is the tile for 21 projects? Do you see it here when you search? If you don't see it here, just type 21 and it should come up. Nick Wilkin, is that helpful? I hope that's helpful. Sean and Sohib trying to get rid of us by making us go to bed. Oh, clearly I missed something. Interesting. Interesting. All right. I hope to see you all in the Build Lab today. And thank you all for a wonderful 21 days. You guys have been absolute rock stars. If you haven't completed the 21 projects, take your time, enjoy them, enjoy the process of learning. You'll run into errors. I myself haven't completed the 21 projects, so I will be doing that and going through them. And so if you run into errors, put a message in the ask anything. And ask, when you ask, it's more likely that one of us has already run into that error and we can probably help. I will be running into errors for sure, and you might see a post up here if I run into an error, and then maybe you guys can help me out. So it will be wonderful to go through these 21 projects. Stay tuned for the new timings, and this is also a wonderful opportunity for the community to take initiative, run sessions. I think Sean is going to have 12 hours Zen couch, the remaining 12 hours. He might, oh, maybe it might be like 15 hours of Zen couch and 7 hours of sleep, maybe. We'll find out. Azam says we should have more code. Hold on, I'm going to that message. Azam has a message for me. More code-based projects where we code and understand how things are working, like writing a RAG app from scratch. Yeah, definitely. I think you can expect a lot more projects coming up in both in Feb and March. So stay tuned for that. Also, let me know what you think about this current series. I don't know if you've done it, Azam, but I think this is one of the first times that we've added coding, where we nudge our learners to kind of look at code and write code. So check it out. Let me know what you think. This is, where you are writing a little bit of Python. Check it out. See, this is the code. So we give you code and then ask you to fill things out just to get you thinking about things. So let me put the series out, and I'd love your feedback because it's interesting. It's cool to what you learn in university is just coding, but when you do a project and you're building things, having that bit of perspective into it is a different way of learning coding and programming, and that's what we're trying to do in a way that is very, very accessible and nobody's intimidated by it, but it's still an opportunity to learn. So check it out. I'd love to know what you think, Azam, and I think you'll be seeing more things like this. Python has been a very requested skill to include in NextWork projects. So this is the start of something new. I'd love feedback and let me know if this is a cool way of learning coding, or there's another way around it. As always, we love listening to you. We love hearing from you, whether it is project requests or feature requests, or even ideas on how you'd like to see projects being done. We have amazing suggestions from the community, and I invite you to go check it out. We had a recommendation for, doing projects where when you're, yeah, selecting OS, that was a great project. There was also one on one-click infrastructure deployment for multi-day challenges. I thought that was a great idea. Because it's in a series like today, we're doing a project, it's the 21st day. There's it's just more seamless if you've done the first 3 projects of the series, although there isn't an expectation that you have to, because we guide you through it. But maybe there's a better way of doing it, and Scaris has suggested how we can do that, and it's such a great suggestion, so we love it. So keep telling us what you want to see, give us recommendations. No limit is too big or too small for us. On that note, I think we're also wrapping up, Azam. I'm so glad you joined us. I'm looking forward to all your demos and all your build labs. Thank you for joining us. Go sleep. We'll talk to you soon. And to everyone else, thank you all for joining. It's been a wonderful time doing 21 days of build labs and connect with communities. And stay tuned for what's happening in Feb. You'll definitely hear from me on what February is going to look like. Any other questions, comments, suggestions before we close out this session? All right, wherever you are, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Take care, and hopefully I will see you all soon. Bye.